Wait.
Like,
Now go.
There will be some kind of. How do we then turn that into something we can market to?
Well, I think we can. I think it will reveal a lot of things, and
my fear is it's just going to be you guys watching paint dry for 2 days.
No, we're gonna. It'll be watching paint dry and sanding.
Okay.
For 2 days. So yeah,
Right.
Nobody realizes that learn to paint is also learn to sand. Everybody thinks they know how to sand.
Learn when not to paint.
Nobody knows
when it's getting close to time, but you still have a bunch of more work to do.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So when he said he was going to bring a gun, I was like, we're not going to have time to go shoot. Mm-hmm. Oh, he means paint gun. Yeah. Okay.
How many days?
He's going to be here for 2 days to do that.
You're gonna okay.
So we're gonna do. So I think
2 days.
Yeah. So I think we'll have. So we're not gonna. It's not gonna all be the same pieces of wood.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
mm-hmm.
We're gonna shoot some sealer. I'm gonna do the Julia Child. I'm gonna go. Oh no, we've shot the sealer, and now it's time to sand the sealer. And I'm gonna reach under the table and pull out something that's ready to sand.
Okay.
I think.
Which means we have to be ready for.
Okay. Well, I got news for you. There's always stuff ready to sand.
Okay. All right. That's true.
Right. So, yeah, in any state, there's always something ready to sand. Mm-hmm. You want to sand raw wood? Here you go. You want to sand sealer? Here you go. Let me know when you're done. There's 5 more before lunch.
I think starting with a consistent thing, which would mean calling someone like Steve and saying send a bunch of body. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll work more on it, but yeah, it's gonna be fine. The idea is that I don't want to wait around for a specific project to dry.
Yeah, that's my
using
my
our process. If process is something and process is the same every time, whether I pre-paint sealer bodies and then we paint more and then we use the pre-painted ones, it's all the same.
Okay.
So
all right.
Yeah.
Cool. Hey everybody, this is Matt and we're at Texas Toast Guitars. Thanks for tuning into our Friday reveal. We've got a super fun, it's fun for me. Because we're going to be talking about the Shellooe guitars.
Mm-hmm.
That we will be bringing to the Rocky Mountain Archtop Festival. And we're first going to take a quick super chat from Dastardly Dave, who of course says, Brian made me do it, keeping it ad-free. God bless you, my friend.
Let me know, Dave, in the chat when you are arriving. I was watching the Today Show today, and something that I didn't realize was just how bad travel might be this weekend. So I'm hoping that everybody that's traveling for next week's class doesn't get too beat up traveling.
I saw Doug is right outside of Kansas City, I believe. Wow.
Yeah, you should stay with the Beckloffs.
He might be stopping in. I don't know. So anyway, guys, we've got some cool stuff to show you. I spent the majority of my day at Maximum Guitar Works today. I was picking up stuff for the Ultimate PRS style workshop that starts Monday. And what do you think, Chris? Do they look cool?
They look great. Yeah. Everything looks really, really neat. Everybody's going to be super happy with their project.
I'm really excited to see what these guys come up with.
Yep. Yeah, it's going to be a fun week for sure.
Rob sent us a super chat and he says that he made himself do it. So, yeah.
Rob. Hog.
Yes, Rob Shog.
Yeah, Rob. Hog.
Yeah.
Rob OG. Maybe that's it.
So anyway, but what the original plan was that I would go out there because it's like an hour and a half away. I would go out there, pick up the stuff for the workshop, drop off the 2x4 SG, and then come home. And then at some point in the future, I would then get from Steve the 2x4 SG, that would be that.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay, well, hold on. But that's not what happened. Okay, go ahead and ask the question.
Now, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Why did you think that was the way it was going to work out? I knew, and I wasn't even going out there. you know, I was like looking at the clock and I was thinking about time and when you're going to be back. And I was like, oh, they're going to film that video. I even told Ike when he was here, well, he's filming a video. Yeah. This whole thing is going down.
As it turns out, it's good that that we did film the video because now the guitar has been plecked. The video is ready for editing, and the video, it will not be Sunday's video though. No. But it will be a video that I can then not have to worry about, because this Sunday, the following Sunday, and the following Sunday, I'm way too busy to make videos. So I've got to have some stuff in the queue for all those weeks, because this week we're doing the inaugural Ultimate PRS style workshop, followed by and so that ends on Friday. And then the following Monday, we have the second PRS, Ultimate PRS style workshop. And then that Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we have the Rocky Mountain Archtop Festival. So I don't have a whole heck of a lot of time to make and edit and do all that stuff for videos. So I want to have them all ready.
Yeah. And so the funniest thing in the world to me is that we're doing the Rocky Mountain Archtop Festival 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah. Neither Chris nor Matt, nor Chris will be there on Friday.
Yeah.
We're going to have substitutes.
How's that going to work?
I think JJJ and Joy are going to be there. Correct?
Okay. I don't know. We might not even have any presents on Friday. I don't know. No, I think Joy.
We're going to chain our guitar to the wall.
Yeah.
And say we'll be here tomorrow.
I think the plan right now is that Joy and I think Jim are going to do it. But you know, it might be Brian Duncan. Might be. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, except kind of like Brian's help here.
Oh, well, he might be here for that too. Van Shank Guitar sent us a Canadian super chat and says, I tripped over the super chat button. God bless you, my friend. So there's okay. So Dan's coming in tomorrow. There's Rob is letting me know that it's Hog. And
not OG?
No.
Or Shog? Okay.
I know it's Hog.
I'm assuming that's a motorcycle thing. Let's just go with that.
Let's go with that. Okay. All right. So but anyway, we will not be Chris and I won't be at the Friday day portion of the Rocky Mountain Archtop Festival. But we will have some cool guitars there. And like I said, Joy and Jim, or Joy and Brian, or Joy and I'm not 100% sure who's going to be there, but let's show everybody who may or may not be able to attend what we're going to be bringing. Now, we talked about it quite a bit last night, and I encouraged everyone to go check out Rocky Mountain Archtop Festival. I think if you just Google search Rocky Mountain Archtop Festival, it'll show up. Sean Emenheiser sent us the super chat and says, cheers and happy Friday. Thank you so much, Sean. So what, and by the way, guys, your super chats really do help us out quite a bit. We have some new Patreon members. People join us on YouTube, on Patreon. You guys, it helps out so much. And I really, really appreciate it. I understand that sometimes you can't do it. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it.
Tell your friends.
Yeah. Okay.
Get your wife to watch like a minute of it.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah.
So.
Indoor girlfriend.
How hard is it to find Rocky Mountain Archtop Festival?
It's so easy. Even I could do it.
All right.
I did Rocky Mountain. I think I misspelled at least one of those words, and Archtop Fest. And
somehow or another,
it showed up. Okay. Yeah, it's amazing what the modern Google machine will do for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you look up beef and cheese stick too? How much they are and how much it costs someone to buy that?
No. Why? I mean, I love beefy cheesies. Yeah.
Okay.
Did you know that you can take a bite of the beef and then a bite of the cheese? You don't have to just eat one or the other.
No, you can't.
No, that's a real thing.
That's horse manure. Okay. All right. Let's show everybody what we got, Chris.
Right,
so let's show, let's start with the the kind of the big shooter. So because this is the Rocky Mountain Archtop Festival, I've decided that Archtop is the most important word in that title. So we thought we better have something with an arched top, right?
Yes. Yeah, I think this is the reason they're letting us in.
Yeah. So this is our Challenger Level 4. This is pretty much the top of the line. Like if someone called and said,
I'm just going to hold it there.
I want the Pan Ultimate Texas Toast guitar. As of right now, here it is. This is a carved top or arched top, semi-hollow body Challenger with a Charlie Christian pickup in the neck, a Dylan pickup, a Dylan P90 in the bridge. And we chose the Dylan P90 because it like perfectly matches sonically the output. Like when you switch from one to the other, it doesn't, get all
I think,
wonky.
yeah, we actually spec'd the Charlie Christian around the Dylan pickup.
Yeah. It's got, reveal binding. It's got flame maple. It's got reveal binding or maple binding on the neck. It's got, it's thicker than our standard Challenger, right? And this one's all handmade by Chris and myself. The neck is got a bunch of the neck is mahogany. Oh, you can see through to the pickup mechanism. And people often go, what's up with them 3 screws? Well, you can look over and you can flip the guitar over and you can see it to the back and you can see all of what's happening there. It's got a boatload of block inlays that look really good. It's got Hipshot everything. It's got our PAF 73 finish. It's just a super, super cool thing. Dastardly Dave says it needs $1 bill. And you know what? He might be right. So we had this guitar.
This is a classy event, Dave. We can't be writing dirty messages on dollar bills and jamming them into the back of it. Actually, we can.
We could do that.
Yeah, very Texas Toast.
Ed came in today and he bought a Challenger Level 2 mahogany with 2 P90s. And he said, I'd really like to get one with a Charlie Christian pickup. Do you do that? I'm like, as a matter of fact, we do. So when he came in today, I thought for sure he was going to buy something like this because we have this one and we have this one. So we have this. I'm holding a red one for those of you who are driving. I'm holding a red, like a vintage cherry kind of a Luxardo red, mahogany. Challenger Level 2 with a Charlie Christian pickup. And I'm pointing to the same guitar, only with a sunburst finish. And as it turns out, Chris was able to also get one of the Level 2s. We had a Level 2 maple top that we did exactly the same way that had a burst and reveal binding. And it looked spectacular. And he's like, gosh, I really want that one. Can you just charge me the difference? And so he was able to, he bought the guitar like a week or 2 ago. And I'm like, hey, I got some of those in right now. If you want to just, because it takes about 90 days to get at minimum, you know what I mean? To get a Level 2 maple top. And I had some. And so I said, hey, come and check them out. So while I was at Steve's, he came in, right? And you and him hung out for a little bit.
For a little while, he looked at guitars. He played. Mm-hmm. He played a couple. And then he hung out. It was 20 minutes or something like that.
Yeah. So I got here and
I got him all wound up, all keyed up.
Oh, he was. I think he was really stoked to get. He was really, really stoked to get that guitar, and that was an excellent guitar.
Too. Yeah, it was really cool. Yeah.
Doc sent us a super chat and says that guitar needs $1 bill with something inappropriate written on it. Classy be damned. Doc, I'm sure that as soon. Let me tell you something. If I give this guitar to Joy and Jim and say, run and jump to the Rocky Mountain Archtop Festival, do you think that Jim won't jimmy that cover off and jam something in there with something inappropriate? Yeah.
I think you could just slide $1 bill like right in between the pickup and the and that might be the way to do it. Is sort of fold it up and slide it in.
Butch is asking, how much would the top of the line Challenger sell for? Butch, let me go to the website right now and tell you, because I don't want to write it down. I want to say it. And here's the thing. As of right now, 2024, that particular guitar is our level 4, our top of the line. That one would sell for $39.99.
$1 less than 4,000.
That's right. That's right. We'll save you a buck. This is this is absolutely positively our top of the line guitar. And it is absolutely beautiful. Now, this does not mean that if you watch this video 8 years from now that it's going to be that. Okay.
Hopefully, if you watch this video in 8 years, you'll go, damn it, I should have bought one 8 years ago, because now they're like $12,000.
Yep.
8 years, maybe $20,000.
Yep.
I really screwed up.
Frosted Head says design looks inspired by the John Lennon Les Paul Jr. Okay, actually, you're not too far off. That particular guitar was, in fact, the reason that we did the Challenger, the original Deluxe.
Yeah, Jam Jimmy Deluxe.
But there's only 2 of these level 4 carved tops. Mike Beckloff has one. He says they're amazing guitars.
Yes.
And there's this one. Now, don't be surprised if this one doesn't stick around too long after it goes to the show. But if let's say $4,000 is a little too rich for your blood, no problem. We got you covered. Of course, we can do that in a level 2. This guitar will be joining us also at the Rocky Mountain Archtop Festival. So this is a Challenger level 2. This is a white limba with with black limba kind of streaks on the back. This has a 5-piece maple and walnut neck with it's got a rosewood fretboard. Mm-hmm. Okay. It's got all gold everything, and what is that? Hipshot and TTG Pure Juice humbuckers, I believe. It is also an arched top. Let me see if I can get that into the. It's hard to show that it's an arch top, but it is an arch top. So this one will also be joining us at the Rocky Mountain Archtop Festival, right?
Yeah, to show off the slightly lower priced.
Yeah, so this would offer. I would call this one of our team built instruments.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Uh-huh. Why would you say it like that?
Well, I think that's the right way to say it.
All right. Well, because you said sure. I misunderstood you. I apologize. But this is in fact built in conjunction with our team, mm-hmm. plus the team at Maximum Guitar.
I think our transparency is cellophane compared to most people's transparency.
Well, what do you mean?
Made in America? Not really. No, most of it's made overseas and you assemble it here.
Yeah.
That's really what it is. Or, we tell you exactly who worked on this thing.
Yeah.
Matt, Chris, Steve, and maybe 1 or 2 other people at Steve's.
Yeah, Steve's people.
There might have been somebody that loaded it into his machine. There might have been somebody that glued some wood together over there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So at the most, 5 people worked on this.
Yeah.
Versus the other stuff where 2 guys worked on stuff.
Yeah. I think you're right, Chris. You're 100% right. The transparency
absolutely
at what we make, what we sell.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
We're not hiding any of this stuff from people.
No.
And I think a lot of people really do appreciate that.
I think they do too.
There's been a handful of people who said some guy in Elizabeth makes. Yeah, I mean you can just go to the website and see that.
Yeah. Well, so I've seen. I like to follow our guitars on the used market for summer, and people just go to the website and glom onto whatever it sort of looks like the thing they're trying to sell, especially secondary things. So I wonder how many of these things are stolen, because a bunch of our stuff has ended up at pawn shops, and by a bunch I mean 2 or 3.
2 or 3, yeah.
But there was a guitar recently that was obviously not what they were saying it was.
Really?
To me, the guy that made it, and was like, first of all, how did you get that guitar? Second, why didn't you contact us or something? Because it was, this is a collaboration between Texas Toast and Steve at Maximum Guitar Works.
Yeah, that's not it at all. Yeah,
no, that guitar was a lot of money, and somebody bought it right away, so somebody knew.
So Ed says, "Hey TTG guys, joining late, but thanks again for my Challenger. Clearly one of the nicest guitars I've ever owned." Well, Ed.
Priest?
No,
oh,
Ed, who
God.
who just was here today,
dude who was here earlier.
He was here only a moment ago. Ed lives in Westminster,
right,
and he was able to come down and pick up his guitar and hang out with us. And he's a cool guy. We got pictures of he and I and he and Chris
and he and me. And
so we he and me. Anyway, we got pictures of us. We'll put them up on the Instagram so you can see Ed and his brand. That guitar is super cool.
It is neat, and we're gonna get him to come back for photos of it. Because that guitar, didn't realize it was a guitar until yesterday.
You just got it put together.
Got it put together yesterday, and then I ran through it once again. I like to let him sit overnight or whatever, and then run back through and make some minor tweaks. And so I did that while he was here.
I was kind of hoping that he would. Well, okay. I was kind of thinking he would take one of the mahogany ones, and then we could put that one together and show it off today. And Seal Beach Mike would go, "You got to get that guitar. It's rad." As it turns out, it worked out better. But when we get those put together, Seal Beach Mike will say, "You got to get one. It's rad." And so will Ed now too. Anyway, okay. Well, so
we should raise the price of those $100 because that's how much more difficult it is to put that pickup in it.
And the pickup costs more.
Well, it does cost more, but it's also a real hassle to put in.
Yep. Doc says Team Built or Master Built both have less than half a dozen sets of hands on them. I if Doc wants to call us Master Guitar Builders, I will accept that, but I hate to call myself that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that's something that that's a title that's an earned title, not a. And I realize I'm not.
You can't self-proclaim.
No.
But if somebody else wants to say it, you can graciously accept.
Yeah, right? but it's a little embarrassing for me because I don't take compliments very well. But I appreciate that. Doc.
I would say we are good guitar builders.
Yeah.
If somebody wants to say no, Chris, you're more else. Okay, that's great. Thank you.
Ed says he's going to totally bring it back, and so we can document
it. Bring it back for photos, not totally bring it back.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, he's going to bring it back so we can get pictures of it, and he probably wants a dollar bill with some kind of kooky thing written on it. SS officially proclaimed us masters of our craft.
Hey, all right. Send me a email, would you please? I have a project for you.
Okay. Okay, so that's not we're not only taking challengers to the Rocky Mountain Archtop Festival. What else are we taking, Chris?
We are taking some icons.
Let's show what one of those could possibly look like.
I think the one that we're probably going to end up taking.
Oh,
is
okay.
Over there.
Oh, okay. Their icons
we
finished
up a bunch of icons. You want to show some new icons that we finished?
Let's show off the plain top one. How about that?
The plain top one.
Yeah. Can we get it?
Oh, it's right here. If it was a dog, it would have bit me.
Joy says hands up. Joy put her hand up like this in an emoji thing. I don't know what that means. So
I think, the closer you get them to the camera, the better they look.
I think maybe that's part of it, right?
Yep.
All right. So we're going to be taking some of these icons with us to the, let me get mine close to the camera, to the Rocky Mountain Archtop Festival. This one is a sunburst on the top. It doesn't appear that
it's natural.
Okay.
Got a little tint to it, but
and then what do you? This also has a Benedetto jazz pickups.
Yeah,
and so this thank you, Brian.
Is natural on the top, as you can see, and then natural. This is flame maple on the top, mahogany side, mahogany back, mahogany neck, and everything was matchy, and so just did a nice natural back and side and top.
What do you think? I love the.
I think this was really neat because it is two different woods. It It looks really, really cool. Looks really classic, really kind of acoustic.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It has a lot of really, really cool stuff. Dylan talks tone, DAF.
Mm-hmm.
Dylan applied for neck pickup. Tone Pros bridge.
We've done some all maple
jack there, which is I think really cool.
Yeah, it's the afterburner.
Whatever reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that was cool. Let's do that again.
What's that?
Now go.
Yeah, there you go. That's how. Yeah, well, we've done some all maple ones of these, which I like.
Yeah, I like those too.
But I think I like a mahogany back and sides when it's a natural thing. I couldn't predict that, but that's what I think now. You know what I mean? So yeah.
So.
Jimmy Devine, if you want to hear an icon, you can come play one of these at the Rocky Mountain Archtop Festival, which starts 2 weeks from today in Arvada, Colorado, and you can come play one and check it out. So, and I hope that you do, my friend.
Here's another one that we finished up.
Okay.
We have two that are virtually identical.
Actually,
including this one.
Yeah, this one. Okay, now does that one have a burst on everything else?
This one has a burst.
Okay.
On the neck and the back, and a burst on the top. Don't ask me why. It just does.
It just does.
It just does.
Mike Beckloff knows a thing or two about amazing guitars.
Everything.
And he says they're also amazing guitars because he has a bunch of amazing Texas Toast guitars. Mike does. Rob wants to know why wants us to stop showing the guitars because his wallet can't take it. You know, Rob, that's really not my fault.
Yeah, you know, we
it or not, we're professional guitar builders.
One, we didn't turn on your computer and go to this page. Two, having knocked you down and grabbed your wallet once.
That's right. Hey, all I know is
not saying we won't.
You can make more money.
You can. We'll make more guitars. You can make more money.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't leave with it.
That's right.
Might as well use it now. So,
absolutely. Yeah, Rob.
So we have two that are virtually identical. There's a little bit of a difference in the grain on the top, but they're identical.
All right.
The two most identical guitars I've ever assembled.
So these guitars are some of the ones that we're going to be bringing with us to the Rocky Mountain Archtop Festival that starts a week from today. Like Chris was saying, he and I will not be there on Friday, but Joy and I think Jim will be there on Friday. And it's not far from the house. So I would imagine that Joy and Jim will be there a lot of the time. So if you want to hang out with Joy or Jim, and they'll be there.
Yep.
And then if you want to hang out with me or Chris, we'll be there on Saturday or Sunday. So
I think Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Ike will be there. He'll be hanging out with us. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to that. But Chris, I am also looking forward to the very, very first Ultimate Paul Reed Smith style workshop.
Yep. Yeah, it's going to be fun. As everybody knows, I love classes. So it's the one time I get to boss people around. And so, obviously I love it.
Sure. Why wouldn't you love it? Okay. Rob has a serious question this time.
Okay.
How does the body size compare to the other guys' hollow body guitars? That is a serious question, Rob.
That is. And these things look.
I guess I don't know which other guys are we talking about and which other hollow body guitars are we talking
So these look bigger than they are. Partially because they're thicker.
So they are.
Can I use a go ahead.
They are what these are 2 1/4.
No, most of them are right around 2 to 2 1/8.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So as opposed to an acoustic guitar, which is 4 to 5 inches thick.
Yeah. So these are not.
These are half the thickness of an acoustic.
Yeah, and the size of the body is parlor size. They're bigger than a Les Paul,
Mhm.
but not a lot bigger than a Les Paul.
How do you know what's a way that you can I can tell you these are smaller than you think without saying they're smaller than you think?
Oh yeah, these actually do fit in our regular transit gig bags
Yeah.
that we ship all the challengers in as well.
Yeah.
So the body is a little bit longer than a challenger, but because of where the neck sits in the body, it's not. It's maybe 3/8 of an inch longer from here to here.
Mm-hmm.
Ouch, that hurt. Remember when I was telling you about not stabbing myself with strings?
I do.
That didn't work. I don't want to bleed all over this thing.
Okay. Joy says, look at the homepage and you can see Jim holding one.
Well,
he's
6'3". Everything looks small on Jim.
Yeah.
It doesn't look as small on me, but it's not a big guitar.
No.
By any stretch of the imagination.
Here's what it looks like up to a Strat.
Yeah, up next to a Strat.
Here, I'll just hold on. Let's just, if you know how big a Strat is.
Yep.
There, that's it. Yep. As you can see, it's not a lot bigger.
No, it's different shape. It's rounder. It's got a big booty.
Yeah,
but it's not even really that much wider than a Strat. It's a little bit wider.
Yeah.
In the tail. So yeah, they're cool and I love them. And if I wasn't as strong a willed person as I am, I would have just spent the entire day playing icons. Because you weren't in the shop, you wouldn't have known. Well, you would have known because I wouldn't have gotten that one done.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would have just spent the day playing icons.
Seal Beach Mike says about the size of a Gretsch Jim Dandy.
I have a Jim Dandy. The body's not as long as a Jim Dandy.
Okay.
But that guitar is actually, because of where it joins the body at the
probably the 14th
fret. Yeah. Which actually is kind of a problem for me. These join at the 16th, so it's a little longer than that guitar. I thought I was going to enjoy that guitar quite a bit. Kind of don't like it. Okay. The Jim Dandy.
We had a guy ask me about doing a cutaway version, and so I was entertaining his idea of a cutaway, and I'm like, well, yeah, but I need to know what kind of cutaway you want. You know what I mean? And he goes, I really just want the cutaway to be something that is more useful than aesthetic, because I need to be able to get a couple more fret access than I get with my ES 125. And I'm like, hey, the ES 125 joins the body at the 14th fret. This joining the body at the 16th fret kind of automatically gives you those extra 2 frets without a cutaway. Mm-hmm. And he's like, oh, okay. Yeah. Maybe just a regular
at the 14th fret, you have problems playing stuff in E at the 12th fret.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, but with that 2 extra fret thing, all of a sudden that's not a problem.
And eventually there will be a cutaway one of these.
You play E, A, you play B.
You got it all.
Yeah,
you got it all. Ike has one of these, and he gets way up into there, but he has kind of big banana fingers. So yeah,
D.
You can do it all. All right, gang. Well, I hope that I hope that we see you guys at the Rocky Mountain Archtop Festival. If not, rest assured there will be pictures. There will be Instagram information. There will probably be video. There will probably be beer drinking. There will probably be a bunch of goofing around.
Or are we going to have to drink classier drinks? Because this is a classy event.
We'll probably smuggle in our own beer like we always
smuggle
do.
In a bunch of Coors Light.
Yep. So
pee in the parking lot.
No,
come on. We didn't say that.
But we've done it. I have, at least. Have you ever peed in the parking lot at the NAMM show?
At the NAMM show? At Disney's Garden Wall?
Yeah. Yes. I know Ike and I both did. So yeah,
multiple times.
Probably, yeah. We're probably gonna get arrested.
Probably video.
I wonder what the statute of limitations is for peeing in the parking lot. Okay.
At Disneyland?
Yeah, probably
forever.
It's forever. Yeah, you got kicked out, and they make you cut your hair. Okay, gang. Well, so that's gonna wrap it up for today. We've got a cool video coming on Sunday. And we will see you guys on Monday who are going to be here for the inaugural PRS workshop. And there's probably gonna be lots of pictures and video of that too, right?
I hope so.
I think
yeah,
so,
yeah.
So yeah. Well, okay. What do you think everyone's going to want to do for? What do you think the top 5 colors for Paul Reed Smith style workshop are gonna be? I already know.
Top 5.
I already know. I just want to see if you can guess.
Okay. Transparent blue, transparent aqua, transparent purple, transparent blue.
What's the last one?
Purple.
Okay.
3 colors.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm sure I'll be surprised. That's a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there's a fabric top.
Yep.
I think
There will be a fabric top. I think Dave said he wanted to do a tobacco burst. I can't remember if I can't remember, but I think Dan said green.
Oh yeah, I forgot Dan's in this one. Yeah,
I'm
talking about all the entire class, top 5 out of the 12 that we're building. Yeah,
I'm not 100% sure what Candle is doing, and I don't know what Mark is doing. I'm gonna say if you don't know, it's probably blue, but yeah. Okay. All right, gang. Well, so that's going to wrap it up for us today. I've got a bunch of stuff that I've got to get done before Monday. And but I hope you have a great weekend, and I hope that you have a great long weekend, because for everybody else in the world, they get a 3-day weekend.
So somebody asked me the other day, hey, what are you doing over the long weekend? I said, well, we have class on Monday. So I just get, just regular. And then I told you were like saying something about shipping on.
Yeah.
You said, well, we'll get that out on Monday. And I said, no, Monday's a holiday. And you go, really? Oh, man.
Son of a.
Yeah.
If you've ever worked a government job, you get all those holidays off.
Yeah.
It's a hard thing to do. Not that Labor Day is a big, but anyway.
No. And I mean, really. Yeah.
All right, gang.
Well, come in and tell people what to do. That's sort of a vacation.
Yeah. There's no anything you have. Yeah. All right, gang. Well, okay, we're really gonna wrap it up this time. Chris is gonna get a Band-Aid for his finger.
No, okay,
good. Yeah. And we'll see you guys Sunday. Have a great weekend, everybody.